is up, guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to a brand new episode of Couchcraft. Now, I didn't actually plan on starting this today because today is actually Wednesday right now. And you guys know the episode is supposed to be on Thursday. But, I got a bunch of wood. Unfortunately, we have a dilemma. And I'm going to show it to you in a second here. This is why I'm starting right now instead of on Thursday. Because we have a large problem right now. Let's go ahead and lay down a bunch of chests. You guys can see I dyed my dog's collars pink. Let's see. Let's get rid of, I guess, that stuff. Alright. I came out here to start excavating the second tunnel. Now you see all this right here. This is just the first chamber. Now there's going to be a door right here. Right here's where the wood's going to go, and another 20 blocks behind it. That was going to be the second chamber. That's going to lead to the main elevator. However, we got a slight problem here. The mountain is ended right here. I thought the mountain ended back there. So, this is why I wanted to record right now. I wanted to show you guys what this looks like. Oh, well then. I want to show you guys what this looks like right now. Here's the inside. This is 21 blocks in between. So, from there to the block right before the stone brick is 21 blocks. I need to come out another 3. And then I need to go 21 blocks. And I need to have a large open chamber that's about, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 by 20 as well. But the 20 by 20 will be somewhere around there where that lake is. You can see why that's a problem because there's, oh, I crashed. Okay, you can see why that's a problem. I need mountain that goes up to there, but it ends right here, meaning I have to take all of the dirt and cobblestone, or not cobblestone, but dirt and smooth stone, and I then have to bring the mountain out. Probably right about, oh, well then. Server lag. No, come on. I need to bring it all the way out to there. And try to make it look natural. And make it, make it 20 blocks high, 20 blocks wide, and 20 blocks deep, plus the 20 blocks here. So yeah, that brings me to my reason why I'm actually recording this now. I want you guys to see what it looks like now, because I have a goal to get as much work as humanly possible done by Thursday, tomorrow, when my episode goes out. That's going to be quite difficult, but I think it's possible to potentially get the entire mountain done. So I guess that's about it. I'll see you guys. Well, for you guys it's just gonna be a minute, but I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a mountain. So see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, we are back. Unfortunately, my microphone was muted when I went to go record this video, and a couple other videos I ended up losing because of the audio recording as well. But basically, this was recorded on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I got a ton of work done all throughout the night. I was just sitting and listening to audiobooks. I ended up going through 3 audiobooks and actually spending about 6 hours of time working on this. So We're going to go ahead and take a look around. Now, I went for a different design on the doors this time. You can see back there, the doors they got like these handles, and they're more of a, how can I say it? Like, I guess like more of a dwarven feeling door. You see how there's like the big handles. It would be like a great giant door. Now these ones, I made these little wheels on the bottom down there. You can see down there in the corner. Those wheels are on these little tracks that I made. Let's go ahead and knock this torch out so you guys can see what it looks like with just the lighting that I've put in. So I'm thinking about redoing this door a little bit, not too much, just adding some wheels to the bottom and taking off the handles. So I might do that later on, but man, I'm trying to eat up all these cakes still. Just put like 15 or 20 cakes in here, and I'm still right now trying to eat them up. So yeah, I guess let's take a look real quick. This is the track that I've made for the doors. I don't know, I think I like them actually. I wasn't sure at first how they would look, but I'm actually happy with the way they turned out. This is the second room. 21 blocks are in between here, and I think like right here is the middle. I have to build a room there and right there where I'm pointing. I think I'm gonna do my party room on one side and a portal room on the other. Now this is the big area that actually took me the most time. Now I can't really think how long this actually took. I'm gonna dig out real quick though to show you guys what it looks like from the outside. It's not very good right now on the outside. You can see it's basically just a giant stone square with no, I guess, facade around it or anything like that, or any fake mountain or anything. So we're just going to take a look outside real quick. Take a look at where the mountain will be coming once the mountain's in place. Now, I think the mountain will actually look pretty natural if I can do it right. I'm not great with terraforming. And I haven't done anything this large with terraforming before. I've done like little hills and valleys and things along those lines. But here I actually have to make a false mountain, which is going to be quite difficult. But I think I'm up to the challenge. It'll be something new for me and something that I've never done in Minecraft after years of playing. So that'll be kind of cool to try that out. In each of these corners right here, I'm going to do pillars that go all the way up to the... Oh, there's creepers up there. That's not good. I got to get up there and either put up some half slabs or some torches up there. I'm not really sure which one I want to do yet, but I got to do something because, yeah, there's some mobs spawning up there, and it's not good for this room, and it doesn't feel very safe. But yeah, in those four corners, I showed you those... what are they called here? Pillars, I guess, or support beams or whatever, to make the building look supportable, I guess. That it's not just some huge room that's unsupported and that there's no bracing or anything like that. I want it to look kind of natural, like as if it's actually possible to happen. Jess lent me a bunch of stuff for the beacon, which I'm almost actually done with getting a full beacon, then I can have some haste too. Because that hole right down there that I'm digging has to go down to level 10, I think it is. And I don't know how big this is. It's about maybe 24, 25 by 25, somewhere along those lines. Actually, no, it's more like 22, 23, 24. 25, I think it is. I think I said that earlier, didn't I? I just said that, wow. I think it's about 25 blocks by 25 blocks down there, minus the corners. And then that has to be dug down to level 10. We're on level 60 right now. So I got 50 layers of... What's the math here? Come on, 25 by 25, what is that? 55,000 times 50. 25,000 blocks have to be moved. Or 250,000, I'm not sure. But I'm just going to show you real quick all the stuff that I've been pulling out of my chest. Out of the ground here. I got tons of stuff. And I think, yeah, I even moved some chests into this room right in here because I was running out of space. You see that area, the block that I just pointed to, that's actually how high this was. So I've already dug it down about 12 blocks. There's some more stuff that I pulled out. Tons and tons of dirt, as you can see. More dirt than I was expecting. And a lot of snow, actually. That's pretty surprising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I think that was it, though. That's all that I had in there. Oh, well then. Just gonna jump right down, I guess. Almost to my death. I think I'm going to show you real quick. No. Okay, we're going to hop back in a second, though. Hey, what is up, guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to... Wait, why am I doing another intro? That doesn't make any sense. I just went to go do another intro. Welcome back. It's Couchcraft. We're bringing it back with the Throwback Thursday today. Like I said, this is voiceover. I lost my audio earlier on. We're getting some sand right now, though, because our goal for right now is to make ourselves some glass and fill in all these lanterns that I've put around on the ground. I think you guys have already seen them. Like, there's holes in the ground every once in a while, and there's also holes in the wall. And I've put them all the way through. You see all these holes in the walls and then the floor. There's lights behind those that I want to put glass in front of. In the meantime, I managed to get my pillars up and some other things along those lines. So yeah, right now we're just basically waiting for my glass to smelt. So I figured, since it is Throwback Thursday, I figured I'd tell you guys a little bit of a old story from the old days. While I was building that room, I spent a lot of time like holding down the shift, white knuckling the keyboard, and trying not to fall off. And it just like it was funny because I wanted to tell this story, but it just reminded me so much of it, just what was happening at the time, right? While I was building. So basically, when I was a kid, I was crazy. Like, I was legitimately crazy. By the way, right now I'm knocking down these torches. I found out after that I have to put those back because a creeper spawned in there. You guys will see it at the beginning of the next episode, but don't worry about that for now. Shh. Forget about the next episode. Right now we're on this episode. Yeah, I just got myself into positions that, like, I should have never been in as a kid. And the one that always comes to mind that my parents always keep telling me again and my brother keeps reminding me of, I still remember it clearly, though. I must have been about 3, maybe 3 or 4 years old or so. And me and my brother were outside in our yard, and we were throwing around this frisbee. And somehow he managed to get this frisbee thrown way up on top of our roof, and it got stuck up there. So he's like, man, our frisbee's stuck. So, being the courageous young kid that I was, I decided that I was going to climb up on the roof. Now, you think my brother would have said, no, don't do that. Don't climb up on the roof. That's crazy talk. But instead, what he did is he said, okay, go get it. So I go to start climbing the roof. And what I didn't know, I don't know why he did this, by the way. He told me, yeah, go get the frisbee. And then the second I started climbing up, he went and told my mom. So I just went to like the side of our house, and there was this garden. And there's one of those things that I keep forgetting what they're called. I think it's called a trellis or something. Trellis? I can't remember. They're these little like white pickety type things. Well, they're not always white, I suppose, but they're made out of wood, and most times they're attached to a side of a house. If you've ever seen like the Romeo and Juliet play or whatever, you see that Romeo's climbing up that trellis or whatever it is, to talk to Juliet. We had one of those in our yard, but it wasn't attached to the house. It was an archway that entered into our garden. And ours had really large holes for some reason, so I was able to get my feet and hands in between the holes, and I started basically just climbing this thing. Now, that thing rose to about 10 feet. How I got the extra 5 feet onto the roof, I have no idea, because we weren't on a really large house. We were in a, I think it was like it was a really nice trailer, actually. I'm surprised that it was a trailer, because it was in really nice condition. It looked really nice. So we basically, it's about 15 feet high, so I was able to climb up to 10 feet high on that little trellis thing here, and then somehow managed to get myself up the other 5 feet up onto the top. And I'm up there, and I grab the frisbee, and I hear my mom yelling from down below. So I look over the roof, and she says, what are you doing up there? I said, I'm getting the frisbee. She said, all right, well, did you get it? I said, yeah. She's like, all right, good. Now get down from there. And then she probably like went off and told me about how like I was going to die if I were to do that, and if I fail, I'd probably die and stuff like that. I don't remember it. It wasn't that big of a deal at the time, but yeah, I just straight up climbed my roof at like 2 years old. Or why did I say 2? It's like getting younger and younger as I go. But it was like 3 or 4. Right now I'm knocking out the holes right here that I want to put some more of those wall torches. And I also want to put some more along the wall. But I haven't decided where my beams are going to go up. So I don't want to put any more in just yet. So we're going to wait before we can put those in. I think in this video I actually like set it up. I actually get the beams placed out where I want them. So I'll be able to go back through probably tomorrow in the next episode and lay out some more holes in the walls. But yeah, I was always getting myself into some precarious situations as well. I think I was about 4 or so when we moved from that place that I had climbed on the roof to we moved in with my grandmother, and she had like too tall of a house for me to climb. It was 2-story building, so I wasn't able to climb it. Although I will be honest, I did try. We had this large, I guess it wasn't really large, but to me it was large because I was a youngin. Oak tree that was next to our house, and I started climbing the tree, and I realized that the branches on this tree were touching the roof of the house. So I figured, well, if the branch is touching the house, I can climb the branch. Now, I was a pretty stupid kid, I'll be straight honest with you guys. I didn't know anything about physics or even anything like that or anything along those lines. And so I decided to climb it, and sure enough, the branch breaks the first time I step on it, and I fall out of the tree about 10 feet maybe. I didn't get hurt or anything, actually. I didn't get hurt like I ever remember getting. Well, there was one story actually, but I didn't get hurt often as a kid. Like maybe a scratch or a bruise, or that was it. But yeah, I never really got into too much troubles. But I do remember a time that I actually knocked myself right out as a kid. Now, I was probably about 2 or 3, maybe. I was chasing somebody in my house. I can't quite remember. It was way too long ago. And this is how I know I knocked myself really hardcore in the head. I could not remember. Like, to this day, I still picture it in a different house. Hold on, I gotta say something real quick. I just placed a random block right now, this wood block. And I was just mapping out, I want the perfect middle. So I just placed a random block. What would be the odds if I placed it exactly in the middle? Because that is exactly what I did. 9 blocks on each side up to the hole. I placed it exactly in the middle. I don't know why I find this so crazy, but I'm just so excited that I was able to get that right in the middle on the first try. But yeah, I was in my house and I was chasing somebody around. Probably my mom, I think it was. And she ran down this hallway, and I ran into the wall. Now, I wasn't a smart kid. I mentioned that before. I ran right into the wall, and I knocked myself out. Now, it must have been pretty extreme because, yeah, my mom and dad actually had to take me to the emergency room. And I actually, like, came back to, shortly after, and I was in the emergency room, sliding around in my footed pajamas on the linoleum floor, and I think I almost wiped out again and hurt myself in the emergency room. So I guess that would have been nice, though, that I would have been right there. But I think that's going to do it, though, for this episode. Next episode, we're going to start working on a pretty cool room to add into this building. But that is going to do it, though, for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Hippie, and I'll see you guys next time.